wait for it. What if we get rid of that body and in its place we build up a monster truck Holden Ute? Hey, we're back out here. We've got updates. We've got an update on the screwdriver situation. We're back in the car. There has been a little bit of activity because that headlight wasn't like that last time. And right beside it is a La Sabre, Gary would say. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is Maxximum Motors. My name is Gary. It is a Saturday afternoon and I have a 3-day weekend. In this episode, we're going to get out into the world a little bit and do a little bit of Holden related activities. But before we do that, I got a little bit of show and tell. First off, if you're brand new to the channel, thank you so much for tuning in and welcome. Go and check out my other videos. There's an extensive catalog there. Most of it's Holden content, but I consider myself a pretty well-rounded car guy in reality. And one thing that I do at this time of the year, because it's Canada and it's winter here, is I start to work on RC car projects. Now, I've had this iconic Audi Quattro rally car body for quite a while now. I painted it myself. As you can see, it's white backed with gold. I trimmed it, I stickered it. My inspiration for this was the original Tamiya Audi rally car from the early 80s. Let me show you a picture. The only problem is that particular model, and I'm into buying really old RCs, like 40-year-old RC cars and refurbishing them. And I've shown some on the channel in a previous episode. I'll pop up the thumbnail for that right now. But this particular one is just where I live, just can't find one. So the next best thing is to build my own. So let me introduce you to my 1983 Tamiya ORV chassis. Now this guy I bought years ago now, probably 5-6 years ago, and it really languished, didn't do anything with it. Until recently when I went to visit my buddy Adam up in Niagara Falls. Adam is a more hardcore RC guy than me, and his Tamiya Blackfoot build inspired me to start working on this. Let me show you a couple of pictures of his. Now the Tamiya Blackfoot is in the same family as this chassis. So this I think originally was either a Tamiya Frog or a Subaru Brat. I don't really know. I bought it from a guy who had it for years. I think he told me it was from a Subaru Brat. The Tamiya Blackfoot and the Monster Beetle also share the same chassis, just the shock absorbers here at the front are different, the body mounts are different, and of course the wheels and tires. So I've kind of cobbled together my own little hybrid deal here. Now Adam was kind enough to trade me. I traded away my RC10 body, guys. I got to build another one. But for some Blackfoot stuff, he was kind enough to give me the wheels. These are off of a Tamiya Lunchbox, which I just bought on Boxing Day, actually, a brand new kit that I'm going to build as well. But for now, I've stolen the tires from that, and they're on my Blackfoot wheels. These are a little bit lower profile, and in a second, you're going to understand why I went low pro on this, because the whole inspiration is to kind of build up sort of like the original Tamiya Rally Audi Quattro. Check this out. So that's what happens when you combine an ORV chassis and build your own custom. So this is going to end up being my sort of vintage look Tamiya Audi Quattro. The funny thing is the original Audi Quattro RC car and this one share the same thing in common. They're not four-wheel drive. So that's kind of funny, but you know, anyone who kind of understands vintage RCs will kind of get the vibe here. Now, the tires, I'm still in the process of trying to get another set. I'm thinking more of like a square tread pattern, kind of more like esque of a proper rally car. So I found some, but they're about $80. That's $20 a tire for RC car tires. So I'm kind of cheap, so I'm still looking around. I do have a steering servo coming for this, and some new shock absorbers and a few more bits and bobs. Once I have it kind of where I want it, we're going to blow this thing apart. I'm going to do a time-lapse tear down and rebuild. We're spray painting the chassis custom. This thing is going to look epic. I'm even going to put a full interior in it. And if you're sensing a bit of a theme, you wouldn't be wrong. I built this custom Tamiya based rally car a couple of years ago. It's still one of my favorite RCs, and you know, I thought it would only be natural to make another one to match. So that's kind of that project. But you know, I'm a bit of a bogan, right? So let me show you my Holden angle. I'll be right back. So this bad boy is my Arma Gorgon, and with the exception of wheelie bars, this thing is bone stock. In fact, it's pretty well brand new. It's only been run a couple of times. I have a plan. Wait for it. What if we get rid of that body, and in its place we build up a monster truck Holden Ute? Now this is Amanda's body. I sourced out of Australia. I bought 3 of them. One ended up with the Maxximum down in Tennessee. I built for Kelly a couple summers ago. But this particular body I'm actually not going to use for this project. This is just to give me an idea. I still have a clear plastic one of these to paint. And without giving too much away right now, I have ideas. So put your thoughts in the comment below. Would you like to see me build up a Holden Ute kind of monster truck thing? I personally think it would look epic. And before we move on from the topic of RC cars, I got one more thing to show you. I have to find a chassis for this bad boy. So if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I already have an RC replica of my actual car. But I also have this body. So I would like to find a chassis for this so that I can have both of them on display and not just one or the other. Well, okay, put on your coat, we're going out. What do you mean? Aunt Nancy is coming over and hanging out. Well, didn't you see Aunt Nancy at Christmas? Like, just tell the wife you're going out for a minute. All right, put on your coat, let's go. In all seriousness though, it's been a while since you guys have been out with me on a kind of an adventure. So we're gonna get out and about today. I am totally blown away with how popular the Holden Scrap Life videos have been. Those cars truly are rare as hen's teeth around here. There's not many in the wrecking yards, at least not ones that we have access to. Just sat here letting the truck warm up. It's a balmy -4 outside, Canada winter, so early January, just after the new year. Hope you guys had an amazing one. I hope you've already watched the Christmas special with the Mets makers, and then our 2025 recap episode. Those are both a lot of fun and a lot of work to make, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna go and get the truck washed. Not gonna bore you with that again. Gonna check on the car storage unit, so I'll probably turn on the camera for that, and then we're gonna head over to that local wrecking yard and see if the metallic gray Pontiac G8 is still there. I'm going to bring my tools along. I am contemplating getting the hood liner. They're discontinued, and yeah, so I don't have one anymore. Do I regret taking it off? Nah, not really. But maybe if I can get it off in one piece without ruining it. I know those clips are tough to get out. I have a clip puller. Maybe we can clean it up in the spring and then throw it on the car. And it'll be fun to see if there's anything left of this thing, right? All right, we're gonna get on down the road and let's go. Well, they were lined up onto the street for the car wash, so that was an epic fail. So I just got some cheap gas on the other side of town. I'm gonna go back to the unit, grab the tools, check on the Holden, and then we'll go to the wrecking yard. Let's go. Okay, we're back at the storage unit facility. This is where the car lives. I haven't seen it in about a week. And we're back. I'm gonna go check on the car, bring you guys along. What's that? Oh, you want a coffee? Yeah, me too. So we're gonna stop, get a coffee, then head over to the wrecking yard. Let's go. Okay, I can confirm the car is still here. Safe and sound, safe and sound. And there's my tools. Now, if you watched the Tool Thief episode, you know I had to spend $14.99 to get a new screwdriver. Still nowhere near as good as the one I had. So, when we get back there today, and if you haven't seen that episode, go check it out. But when we get back there today, hey buddy, can I borrow a tool? Nope. Sorry. Last guy ruined it. So, yeah, there's the car. Holden parts. Holden and Holden parts. My Holden flag is a little bit tatty at the back at the moment. I apologize. And yeah, let's get going. I need a coffee too. Come on, let's go. What's your hold up? Let's go. So we're almost back at the wrecking yard. It's going to be interesting to see how much of this car is left. It's been approximately a month since it went in the yard now, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it's as picked over as that first car up in Hamilton. Mind you, that one was in there for 2 months. All right, we'll be there shortly. Let's go. Hey, we're here. We're back. So we're here at the wrecking yard. I've just been on the website with my phone here, and it's interesting. You can actually go and look at the parts. I don't know if you can pick that up. So the underhood fabric is $22.49. So that's not too bad. It looked like it was intact, just, you know, oil stain like they always would be. If you have any ideas on how to clean the fabric on a hood liner and get the staining off, please feel free to share them in the comments. All right, I'm going to get in there. I'm going to tuck you guys in my pocket. Shh, don't tell nobody. And we'll go and see this car. This might be the very last time. I know I said that last time, but this time might very well be the last time we see this car. All right, let's go. Bye. Okay, we're back out here. We've got updates. We've got an update on the screwdriver situation. So apparently the old guy from the Tool Thief episode did eventually turn in my screwdriver. Now, they take your name here. I never thought, though, to leave my name and number and say to the kid, hey, if he turns it in, give me a call. I'll come back for it. So he remembers the whole situation. He remembers the screwdriver. He did have it, meaning they had it here, but now he can't find it again. So I think this time I'll leave my name and number, but that was a good screwdriver. It's better than the one that I replaced it with. So, you know, probably someone borrowed it and then just scarfed it again. So kind of my own fault for not thinking to leave, you know, my information. So they're filled in with more cars, guys. So we might just have a quick look around while we're here. I'm not lending tools though. Learn my lesson. So we're headed back to good old 27B. We'll see how much of this G8 is left. Let's go. Don't give her any ideas with pink accents, for crying out loud. We're back at the car. There has been a little bit of activity because that headlight wasn't like that last time. It's what they take, the headlight mounts, probably. So let's just see. Let's see what's here. Oh, door handles are all gone. Oh, well, that's going to seal the deal if we can't get in. So someone came and took all the door handles. Okay, well, you know, I mean, not that there was anything back there, but look at that, hey guys. V6 door handles are desirable here. Oh, even the taillights are still here. I'm surprised. But now here's the dilemma. How do we get in the car if we so wanted? Oh, look, the glove box. The glove box is gone. Oh, more of the radio's been pulled apart. So someone got ambitious here and, you know, pulled more stuff off this car, which is fine. Headlight bulbs are still there. That's interesting. They usually go. But the problem is, now no one can get in this car. Unless you know a trick. Maybe there's a trick. Is there a trick? Somebody at home is like, yeah, mate, you gotta pull it to the left, not to the right. Well, I'm trying in all directions. So, you know, either the wind did it or the key is in the ignition, I see. Whoever took the door handles, you know, you could have at least left the door open, for crying out loud. Well, that's going to seal the fate on that interior. Interesting. Okay, well, let's see if what we're here for is still here. Give me 1 second. I need to find that golf club. I'll be right back. Okay, the hood liner is still here. I'm just thinking, is it worth it? I know I got to pull them clips out. It's a little bit tatty there. You know, I think with a little bit of that black fabric stuff. I know, I'm gonna go for it and see if I can get it off. All right, well, that's the car, guys. It's still here. It's still fairly intact. I mean, someone has definitely gone after bits in the interior. You know, they probably saw my video. I don't want to pat myself too much on the back. Oh, the cluster is gone too. See that? I think it is anyway. Okay, let's see what we can get. I'm not here for much, really. I'm here for our amusement. Let's go. Here's my dilemma. So, like, it's a really thin felt type material, right? And I got a couple of them out, not bad, but when you get further in, like, it left a big mark. And these deeply recessed ones, there's no way I'm gonna get them out without hurting it. So it's kind of a futile exercise, to be honest. So what I did do is I grabbed the little loom snake thing from the trunk for some of the wiring. But it may not be such a good haul today, guys, unfortunately. I just can't get in the car. So the only other thing I could do is scarf the gas cap, which I might do, just to have a spare. And yeah, we can't get in the car, so it's not like I can grab anything. Not that there's anything I really want anyway. I would like to have a look at that hazard light switch, though, because it's literally right there. Okay, well, that's a bit of a tease. If I can figure out a way to get in this car in the next couple of minutes, maybe we'll have a look at that. All right. Okay, success in a sense that we got into the car. So a phone call to Nashville, and Kelly showed me that there's this finger right here. See it? I don't know if you can see it. There's a finger there. I'm going to switch hands. All right, so a phone call in Nashville, and we figured out how to get into this car. So there is a little finger right there to the right. So you come in here, say with like a little hook tool, right? And then pull it towards you, that finger, and then the door will open. See? Well, the door's already open now. But that basically popped it right open. So knowledge is power. Once you know, you're good. So then, you know, I chatted with him for a few minutes. Ainsley's doing well. He's doing a drift event soon. And like, this is what I was getting at. Like, I think the spring collapses in these bad boys, right? See that? So I thought, okay, well, you know, if it's cheap enough, maybe I'll buy this. But, you know, looking at their online price list, that's anywhere from $50 to $75 because it has the integrated heater controls. So I think I'm going to pass. Because I could literally do the same to mine. If I decide to pull my dash apart, I gotta go in there anyways. I gotta replace an LED in one of my HSV gauges, my VDO gauges. So I would rather do that to my own car if I'm gonna do that. So, but there is a provision where you can take the back of this off, right? So look at all these little tiny screws. So you could, in theory, pull the backing off that, and I would imagine you would gain access to this area here. So this was obviously a premium car because that is the premium radio, leather interior, slick top. Someone got the overhead controls, which is interesting considering it doesn't have a sunroof. And I'm just trying to think, because like I said, one last time I'm here, what else I want. I mean, I could get these side panels. I don't know. Okay, well, I'm going to probably just wander through the yard casually. Okay, so I was nice. I've left the front passenger door open, and I'm going to leave these two open here. You know, close them to the weather to a degree, but leave them open too. So, I'm trying to decide now if that's what I want to do or if I want to leave it like that. I think that's going to be okay. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else I really want from this thing, really. Okay, so today's haul is not very impressive. We got this for the boot. So this is the cable that goes up into the boot, probably for the license plate lights, and then just a spare gas cap. Great, and that's it. You know, knowing me, I'll probably think of something else when I get home. Yeah, anyway, there's your rust. Someone's kind of pulling at it, I think. It's like a dead critter. Like, what is that? Ew. I don't even know. Don't want to touch it. Might be a dead rat or a dead mouse. I don't even know. Alright guys, I'm gonna go walk the yard. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, I'm going in the opposite direction of the way I went last time we were here, and I'm literally 2 seconds away from the G8 next row over, and I just found a Grand Prix GXP. Now that's an LS, guys. Yeah, it's transverse. This thing's front-wheel drive. But before the G8 came around, this car was legendary. And that there is an SBO spoiler. So this is slightly bigger spoiler on this guy than the average Grand Prix. They got a unique front fascia. They got like a nice premium leather interior. See how nice this one is. So actually, you know what? Oh, what a shame. Heads-up display. You know, unfortunately, this is kind of what happens. People move on and nobody cares. Like, there's probably a couple of guys, like 10 years ago, if one of these was in the records, that badge would be gone in 2 minutes. You know, there you go. 5.3 displacement on demand. So it's an LS. Unique front fascia. And, you know, someone's been in here. Looks like got the upper control arms. I would guess that this happened when the forklift grabbed it. You know, and it's here for the same reason. It's probably got 1,000,000 miles on it. And the rust monster gets them, right? Look, rust monster. Rust monster. You know, like, we don't do an annual MOT like England. I'm not sure how it works in Australia. But, you know, like, if a car goes to change hands, it has to have a safety on it. We call them safety certifications. And if it, you know, if it's deemed that it just won't pass, or it's, you know, just cost prohibitive to put it back on the road, this is what happens. Those are aftermarket taillights. I mean, I'm not a fan of them myself personally. This wing here, I mean, for anybody who's into W bodies, that's what these are. You know, people would know. That's a good, desirable wing. Now, I had a Grand Prix back in the day, and we hunted down all these parts. I had that wing. These are unique kidney grills to the GXP. Mine were different, but, you know, we hunted down like these special production order parts, right? SBO parts for these cars. This, back in the day, fellas, was a nice car. I know it's not Australian, and it may not be your cup of tea, but, you know. You notice it's got paddle shifters? It's kind of a gimmicky thing, like, you know, these transmissions weren't that crisp, but, man, that's a shame. Yeah, it came in here December 12th. Oh, sorry, came in here, I'll be alright. December 19th it came in here. Alright, I just thought I'd share that one. That's a new one here. Let's go. Okay, like I said, just wandering around. I'm almost done here because I'm freezing. But I just found me an old Oldsmobile. It's like Grandpa Special right there. Bench seat style seating. That armrest flap up. These are the old, you know, they haven't made these in a while now, these Oldsmobiles, right? So this is, I don't know if it's a Cutlass or a Delta. Might be a Delta 88. This was probably Grandpa's car. And right beside it is a La Sabre, as Derek Berry would say. Okay, so it's an Oldsmobile 88. Someone's already scarfed the badges, so there's just what's left of them, LS. That's one of those China Buick deals there. They're junk, in my opinion. And yeah, here's an old LeSabre, right? Man. Okay, this is cool. I mean, look at that. It's like sitting in your lazy boy going down the road. Like, come on now. Like, look at the 90s dash. You know, and this car would have been like flagship. Look at this here. Passenger climate control, cool, warm. You know, tilt seats. Like, look at the ashtray. Look, oh, come on. Yeah, let's see if there's anything cool in here. Nope. Nothing cool in the glove box. Guys, oh, someone's already beat me too, and all the shit's here. Preventative maintenance guide. Yeah, someone got the owner. Oh, no, there's the owner's manual. Look at that. 1997 LeSabre. Very cool. Leggett, that's a local dealer here. Very, very cool. And it's sad to see them in here, man. Like, it really is. You know, this one's not bad. Look at the quarters on it. It's even got the original Buick mud flaps. Man. This is a good one. But again, nobody cares. Okay, well, moving on because it's cold. Okay, one last car to check out. You know, if you're on my channel, then you probably know what a G8 is. But if you're in Australia, you might not know what a G6 is. I give you the G6. Now, this was kind of like a smaller car than the G8, right? Sporty, though. These were fairly popular in the, you know, mid-2000s there, like what, 2006. I think they made them like 2006, 7, 8, 9. This happens to be a GT, so it has a 3.6. And, yeah, the rust monster is not generally kind to these cars. But peppy, they are very peppy. But yeah, they rust out pretty bad. You know, most of them are used up now, nobody cares, right? There's the odd cherry one around, but most of them are done. It just happened upon another G6. This one's a lower model, more of a basic one. But this is what I was talking about, right? In Canada, it's very cold cars. Guys, this is why we don't drive our nice ones in the winter, okay? I mean, if you have to, you have to, but we try and avoid it at all costs, let me tell you. Okay, I won't keep you in a lot of suspense. $8. So the gas cap and the rubber umbilical shroud for the wiring going to the trunk or boot was $8. So that's not too bad. I was looking at a couple of winter tires for Amanda's car in the showroom. $130 for a pair. Not too bad. I'm still humming and hawing. We're at January. She's got really good BF Goodrich all seasons. Those were a good name brand too. I forget what they were now. You know, I'm debating, maybe. So I'll think about it. I'm off on Monday, so I can always come back. They'll probably still be here. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. So we got a little bit of Holden scrap life in first week in January. So hope you enjoyed today's content. If you haven't already done so, please like, share, and subscribe. We're almost there. We're less than 20 away now from being monetized. Anyways, you have a great day. We'll see you next time. Don't forget, live life to the max. Let's go.